banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
11 MT tight. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. Hey, can.
Now Burrow on first down. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because They have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Taken in at the 22. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On play action, they'll throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it for just a yard.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
12, 12, 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. No problem there on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 2.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
12, 12, 11 MT, 11 MT.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And complete, right side to Cook. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Austin Hooper from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. Few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
12, 12, 12.
Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Pierce, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field
can really generate big plays for an offense.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Mighty. Gotta go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
On one, Rick.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets.
Touchdown! Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. God.
Here's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. DJ Reader there on the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output That's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch.